Good afternoon. I'm Colin, who runs and owns OCC Oven Cleaning Company. It's just a quick video, really, to go through or give you tips, really, how to clean your own oven. Now, when it comes to doing housework, one of the most dreaded tasks is cleaning the oven, obviously. Usually the appliances are covered in baked on grease, food splatters, tough to remove, and quite often they are melded into the oven walls. Now we understand how tedious and frustrating the process can be. So we've kind of created an oven cleaning guide to make the horrible task easier. So just a few oven cleaning tips to make it the job faster and less time to convert an old oven in grease, really. Get an old oven covered in grease. Obviously, one of the fastest ways to clean an oven by yourselves is to emulate the professionals ourselves. Our experience and knowledge have naturally taught us one of the most effective cleaning methods. It's you have to follow the process, not miss parts and keep coming back or just leaving it because you've had enough, and it'd be shiny again in no time. And then before you tackle the oven, you need to declare yourself the oven champion. In your neighbourhood, you could put it on your Facebook groups. Go, I am now the oven champion. Who needs an oven cleaning company? You won't, but you'll need some simple supplies. Quite simple, really. You need some rubber gloves to protect your hands. Not so much from the chemicals, but more from the dirt, grime that get ground into your skin. You need to have them all nice and soft like this. Everybody loves soft hands. You're going to need a specialised oven cleaner agent. Most supermarkets or DIY stores carry a variety of oven cleaning products. There are such a wide variety. You'll be able to find one that you like and within your budget. A lot of them are acid based, so if you're not keen on that kind of thing, then shop around and get a biochemical one like what we use. Obviously, it's easy to dispose of. It's not going to melt through your skin and your gloves. You're going to need some sponges. Now, you can have resealable plastic bags. The bigger, the better. Mainly because you're going to put things in them and you can put it on. Now, to clean like a professional, you follow the steps and also the effortless cleaning experience. Now, there is really only 10 steps to go through. And you follow them in order. Obviously, you can pause this video and go through if you struggle to count to 10. Or maybe you've lost a finger. So you go, oh no. What? Anyway, joking aside. You have to remove all shelves from inside the oven. Place each shelf in a separate plastic bag. Now, this is where people go a bit wrong. They sling them all in together, they're touching. So, of course, where they're touching, it's not going to be, the chemical's not going to be going in between. So, put them in a separate bag. It's not a major issue. Pour approximately half of the oven cleaner into the bag. Seal it into the bag. Let the shelves soak while you're cleaning the rest of the oven. Now you'll see that when we go in, we strip the oven down, go and put it in the dip tank in the back of the van. Then we come in and clean the rest of the oven. It's, as I say, it's a process to follow, and that's why you do it that way. You don't take them out, put them on the side, and then start cleaning the oven and then put them in there, by which time you want to put the oven back together and they've only been in the bag 5 minutes or so. If you have more than one shelf, which most people do, you may need an extra bottle or extra bottles of oven cleaner, or alternatively put less into the bags. I wouldn't recommend that. I'd use to literally half fill it and just use more. At the end of the day, you're doing it yourself, so it's going to be cheaper than hiring OCC or another professional cleaning company. So it's purely down to yourself. If you want the job doing properly, unfortunately, it does kind of cost. You pour the rest of the oven cleaner directly onto the oven floor and door. That's simply to leave it to soak and splash it around a little bit with the rubber gloves on, obviously. Using a sponge, you can work the cleaning fluid all around the dirt. Obviously, bearing in mind that when you use the sponge, it will start absorbing it. So as I say, put it around with your hands first, then you can use a sponge to put it around. Of course, because the sponge has absorbed it, gravity will take its place. So you simply go from the top of the oven, and as it comes down, it will roll down. Gravity. The laws of physics, who would have thought? Now, this is where it could be a bit more thing. You have to let the oven cleaner soak for about 24 hours if you can. But if not, 4 or 5 hours should suffice. This is because you're buying shop bought chemicals. There will be some instructions on there, but as I say, if you follow what we do, you get on there. Obviously, the stuff that we use is run off of it's biochemical, so it runs off of heat, and it runs off of the friction of you literally cleaning. But the shop bought stuff won't do that. Now, using a clean sponge, not the one you just use, and warm soapy water, you can wash away the cleaning fluid after you've left it all soaking in there in your oven for the 24 hours, really. The dirt grease inside the oven and the door. The soaking method will also be one of the best ways to clean the oven glass without scratching it. This is what we see a lot. A lot of scratch glass where people have cleaned their own ovens for a while, but they've used Brillo's is one of the big thing, and it just leaves. It looks like smoked glass, really. You'll see when we do it, we have a sharp scraper, so you scrape off the majority of it, then we spray it, then we leave it, and we go and clean the rest of the oven. And it's usually one of the last things we go back to. Every now and again, we'll rub our glove across it just to get the dirt moving around, and every now and again you'll be re-scraping it again. So it's just you don't really want the door to be scratched. So after you've done all that part, then take the shelves out of your plastic bags. You wipe them down with soapy warm water. Soapy water is not going to hurt anybody, is it? Really, to be honest. Now, after they're soaking for so long, the oven clean, the food and grease should easily be removed. It should just slide off. So it should be quite simple. Now, stage 10. You're almost finished, so don't worry. I know this is going on a bit, and you might be going, "Oh no, I need to go to sleep now." Depends what time you're watching it. You wipe down the inside of the oven and the door with a clean cloth and remove all the residue. You can place the shelves back in the oven, and you're done. It's all nice and clean. Now, the steps require a lot of time. The first few steps require quite a lot of time, to be fair. If you clean the oven regularly, it will become easier, faster to finish. So the idea is to maintain it once you've put in all the hard work. It's what you want to do and how readily you want to be doing it is what's going to make it. So, so all of those steps will be perfect if you have the time to wait for the oven cleaner to work. If you need the time to wait for it to work, it's magic. It does take time, say 24 hours. 5 or 6 will suffice to some extent, but it's simply a weekend job, I would say. If you, after your main dinner on a Saturday, simply clean the oven and then leave it until kind of late Sunday afternoon rather, then you've got your 24 hours. So I'll be all right there. If the oven looks like it's never been cleaned since it's been built, what you can do but what you can do if you don't have the time or task, or the task is just simply beyond your capability, you've looked at it and you go, do you know what? Can't do it. It hasn't worked, maybe it's just been too drowned on. Then that's simple. You just call the experts, OCC, Oven Cleaning Company, myself, or one of the other people that go out, Tracy, Marcus, something like that, and we'll come and do it for you and make sure it's all done. Hopefully that's clearer than mud. If not, I apologise, but as I say, this is a video. You can go back to it as many times as you want. You can share it with your friends if you don't understand what I'm going on about. Or you can just pause it and look at my fluffy fringe and my beard. Down to you. Anyway, that's Colin, OCC, Oven Cleaning Company. You've lost that oven feeling. Mom.